Well, I planted 2 more patty pan and 2 zucchini, one regular and one light green. And I planted another marigold over there under the arch. See the arch? And 2 marigolds underneath there instead of just one now. It's getting kind of dark. I don't know if you can see them. The garden's all planted, but I still have this one aisle to mulch. And then I'll have to start mulching down below for the melons. But everything else is planted in the garden that'll fit. But I have a tomato and a summer squash and a marigold that I have to find where to plant them still. So we'll see what I can figure out about that. And then of course still watering by hand. You see Jesse's sprayer, I've been using it. But it'll be nice to get the sprinkler system set up too. So this is the last place that needs to be mulched. We put left the plastic on, weighted down by the tires. I'm going to try to get that mulched now. So that was the easy one for me to be able to take off by myself. I got the tires off and now I just have to pull it out. There we are, no weeds. I'm going to get that mulched so it stays with no weeds. Well, I got that row mulched, and we have to get a stake in here for this tomato that's in the cage, just to make sure that the tomato cage stays up. We don't usually use those, but she said that that's going to be not much bigger, so hopefully she's right. And we got to get a stake in for this guy, a big tall one, because he's fallen over. I stuck a little cage next to him to keep him from falling over, but he's going to need a stake, so Rod's going to have to do that. And there's our itty bitty tomato. If you remember him from earlier, he's got leaves coming out. We decided, we picked a name for him because I was telling my chiropractor, Dr. Ben, about our little tiny tomato, and he pointed out, oh, it's like a Charlie Brown tomato. And I said, yeah, actually that's perfect. So his name is Charlie, and I'll have to show you him on the next video and see. I bet he's gonna do fine, but he's so tiny. If you look at him compared to all the other tomatoes, you know, he's just a little bit of a thing, but he's making it. He's got way more leaves now, so he's gonna do fine. And like we said before, we were running out of room, getting everything planted, but so this tomato got put in here, and we're gonna figure out where it's gonna go, and then we'll put a post up for it to be on. And we had 1 marigold and 1 squash that are in pots over there too. But we have all the squash planted here. As you can see, Rodney's getting the old plastic and things up, so we can get that cleared out and get mulch in there, and that's where the honeydews and the watermelons are gonna have their runners. And then over there we have another watermelon, and then cantaloupe and pumpkin way in the corner, and of course then the eggplants. And we planted our 2 rows of beans, and we have a little bit of corn planted with the beans. And we've got our 2 rows of peppers and the cucloop. We have cucumbers growing on either side, and 3 more tomatoes over there. So our garden is all in. Now we need to mulch for around the edges for the melons to run and the watermelons. You noticed on our previous videos, you might want to go back and look, but that whole area back there Rodney's almost done clearing that out. He's got a little bit more. That was all brush and little sucker trees coming up, little saplings, and he took out a few that we wanted to get rid of all the way. And he's still, you can see in the back by the grapevine, he's still got a little bit to do back there. But that's so that we can mulch that down, and the melons and watermelons and pumpkins can all have their runners out there and have plenty of room to go without using up my garden space. So that's what that's for. Guess what? We have the sprinklers working. So now I don't have to water all the stuff individually anymore. I can just put the sprinklers on and let it go for a while. Well, there's the babies wanting to know what all that noise is about. They're out playing in the yearling pen. So the next video that we have is going to be of everything greened up and maybe producing stuff. So look forward to the next garden video to see all this stuff growing. And thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you next time.